fucked up. This is a disclaimer. Before we get into the show, the things talked about in this podcast is props, meaning everything is alleged. Allegedly. Kick your shit, bitch.
Welcome to Kicking Shit with Rich. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. This is motherfucking breaking news episode. Before I jump into that, shout out to the day one listeners and viewers. Shout out to all the people who got off their ass and made something shake. You already know you get the motherfucking cheers. And this is the show with culture, urban music, social media, or intersectional lifestyle. Somehow on this show we always talk about we always end up talking about life on this bitch. Whatever the fuck we talk about, always come back talking about life. And yeah, man, breaking news episode. Excuse me, first one of season 3, very first one. And yeah, man, we jumping straight into it. I ain't got no time to waste for y'all. I know y'all trying to get straight into it. But Lil Durk picked up by the U.S. Marshals. They got the indictment out there. But before we get into that, they'll say this according to TMZ, by the way. It says the rapper was arrested by U.S. Marshals in Florida and is held in Broward County Jail. Records show no bond amount is available and under charges of states murder for hire. While many details of the arrest are unclear, many speculate that Durk's arrest is in connection to alleged members of OTF being arrested in Los Angeles. It's being reported that federal agents arrested 5 men in connection to the August 2022 shooting in Los Angeles that killed Quando Rondo's cousin Lil Pep. The men, K.S.W.R, Grant, DeAndre Wilson, Keith Jones, David Lindsay, and Asa Houston are charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire and retaliation for K.S.W.R's death. And reports say that, Quando Rondo was an intended target, but they ain't get him, so, got the closest thing to him at the time, which was his cousin that was with him. They was at a gas station and shit like that, whatever. Lil Durk snitch. He got a snitch. It's always a snitch in the crew. Always a fucking snitch in the crew. Booze to the snitches. Snitches get stitches. All rats need to die. Get a rat trap for these niggas out here. But yeah, man. Say Lil Durk snitch was a OTF member, and he was exposed for wearing a wire. His name is OTF Jam. And he allegedly wore a wire for multiple years, and he previously served a 12-year sentence. I don't know what for. I ain't getting into his background and shit like that. We ain't gonna get into no rat background. He's a rat. That's all that matters. And this the indictment right here. The indictment is filed in the U.S. District Court in Los Angeles, and it claims that the associates of Lil Durk, listen to this shit, y'all, these dumbass niggas. The associates of Lil Durk, they used flights and rental cars that was paid for. It was paid for with a credit card tied to the label, Lil Durk label. The prosecution alleges that. They also say that they also claim an unnamed member of OTF allegedly offered a lucrative music opportunity to anyone who would kill Quando Rondo. So a music deal for a body. You ask yourself, is that worth it? Me personally, fuck no. I need never ending money. I need something that's gonna be worth it to make me crash out. Like we could start at a couple M's and shit, cause it's a rapper. So this ain't no regular no fucking random civilian, no random just street person. This is a high profile person, even though he may not be high profile as far as in the music world and shit like that, but he does have a name. He did sell some records and shit like that when he first came out. He was, he was hot once upon a time. But yeah, also man, say Quando Rondo and his team, they were in Los Angeles on August 19th, 2022. When a vehicle he and his cousin was in was shot up at a gas station in Beverly Grove neighborhood. Quando Rondo, he came away unharmed, but of course, his cousin was hit during the shooting and he died from the wounds. Police believe the shooting was a retaliation for the death of, Durk man, of course, K.S.W.R. who was shot and killed by affiliate of Quando Rondo, Lil Tim, following a fight outside of Atlanta Lounge in November of 2020. That was the same night. That was actually at King Von's album release party, little celebration for him and shit. He got killed the same night of that. So man, yeah, man, Durk got himself in a bind that he can't get himself out of, Nate. He's in a bind, Nate. He's in a bind. And, I hope Durk, we already knew about Durk was involved in a whole lot of stuff, and for some reason he just kept escaping. Wasn't no charges getting filed against him, but charges, everybody around him was pretty much going to jail. Like the guys from the Lil Durk, FBG Duck murder. They say K.S.W.R the main culprit behind that, who sent the hit on FBG Duck. But Durk most definitely got some. He most definitely had some say so, some knowledge about that shit, some insight. And Durk, he probably escaped. I don't know if you remember that body. The body he was he turned himself in for a couple years back and shit. Well, it was him, K.S.W.R, and Bezu at the time and shit. Durk got let off scotch-free. We don't know how, but many people believe he told during that situation as well. And, yeah, man. The indictment got him, feds got him, U.S. Marshals got him. So I'm quite sure they got some evidence. They got, like you said, they already got the snitch. So Durk his best thing for him to do right now is either, probably offer up some information that could, get him out help him get him, out the situation, or if he can't get him out the situation, at least get, some time, as short as time as possible. I'm quite sure he ain't trying to be in no prison, no federal penitentiary and shit like that. Especially when you got millions in your bank account, you high profile celebrity superstar, making millions, fucking bitches, smoking all the weed, eating a good food and shit like that, living a good life, living lavish. Man, oh man, niggas do not want to go to jail. But when you keep putting yourself in stupid situations and shit like that, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. It's that simple. And y'all gotta stop letting these rappers, convince y'all, persuade y'all that is, jail is cool. Jail is not cool. It's no cool way to go to jail. It is not, petty theft. Don't matter. Loitering, trespassing, slapping a bitch, killing the person. It don't matter. Selling drugs. It don't matter. Different route, same destination. Jail was played out, man. Fuck that shit. Jail was for the birds. But I ain't gonna knock nobody who, if you gotta do what you gotta do, protect yourself and shit like that. I ain't gonna knock no person who go to jail off of that, because you only get one life, so don't let nobody play you out your life. Most definitely don't. But I'm so disappointed in Durk with this right now, though, because when you want to be the number one, you want to be the head honcho and shit. You want to be the boss on top. That's what come with it. He should have been like a Yo Gotti. He should have had a big jip on his side. Somebody who was up under him, who could take the blame if shit like this was to happen. So that way, yeah, you out the picture, you out the way, you can still continue to make money and provide for the people and shit like that. And your little lieutenants and soldiers and shit like that. If something come down towards you, could continue to make money and get them lawyers and, make sure they good and make sure they stay solid so they don't fold on you. But man, oh man, Lil Durk, all that shit finally caught up to him. Yeah, man, we gonna most definitely, whenever more info come in and shit like that, I'm gonna most definitely try my best to, get up here on this podcast and update you guys and shit like that, man. But this bust everybody head and shit like that. This shit right here most definitely bust niggas' heads. Durk should've got on his Chief Keef shit and Ben got the fuck away from them niggas. But, hey, like I said before, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, man. Yeah, man, Jesus Christ. I don't know. That's crazy. Durk probably going through it. I know he going through it. But that's on him, though. You know, free all the ones that need to be free, keep all the ones that need to be kept. And you know, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know, hit the thumbs up on this video, any other video we drop. We trying to get all of y'all algorithm and shit like that. You know, follow us on Instagram at Kicking Shit with Rich. You know, this was just a breaking news episode, something for me to get up here. You know, I had to put my 2 cents in on this Durk situation since that shit taking over social media right now. But yeah, and I'm out this bitch.
Kick your shit, bitch.